Failure. This word can spark anxiety in some or fire others up. Today I want to talk about the freedom that comes from not letting failure dictate your life. And if you spare 5 minutes of your time, I think this video could change your entire view on failure. I believe that in life, everyone should strive to be the best that they can be, in whatever avenue that they are most passionate about, to strive for the best. And the only way to do this is by understanding failure on a deeper level, because most people know what failure is. It's when you fail, or don't succeed, or are incorrect, or are wrong. But the impact that failure has is so much deeper for people and the way they go about their life. And in this video, I'm going to cover 2 stages of not letting failure control your life. The first stage being the fear, and the second stage being the pain that it brings. The initial emotion with trying anything for the first time is that you're going to fail. Almost everyone has this preconditioned since they were a child. But as we get older, we get more scared to try new things because of the fear or the embarrassment that comes if it doesn't work out. Why? Well, studies have shown that there are 2 types of mindsets with failure: fixed and growth. People with fixed mindsets tend to not believe that anything can change their abilities. And as we get older, due to social expectations, we tend to develop more of a fixed mindset rather than a growth one. It makes sense. We are wired to fear the unknown. People think that by being right all the time, you can never be wrong. By being scared of this unknown, it limits the possible dangers to yourself. People end up not even trying because of the fear stopping them. And I can tell you this from personal experience. I spent 5 years studying as a B+ student in mechanical engineering. And do you know how many times I've been too scared to work, to do the problems or study because it was hard and I didn't want to feel dumb? But in my last 2 years, I realized that being scared of what everyone else thought just made me feel less of myself. I realized that asking stupid questions were only stupid to other people. But if I was able to push past that fear of being wrong, I would learn concepts and understand them on such a deeper level. Not necessarily faster, but understanding topics at a foundational level rather than doing what was just necessary to pass the class. So since I'm a bit of a science nerd, let's put this in a bit more of a science reference. See, in thermodynamics, there's something called entropy. Stay with me here. It represents the disorder or chaos in a system. So you inherently think that entropy would be bad for the system. It isn't. It's actually the catalyst for growth and change within the system. The higher the entropy, the more likely the system is to change. So in the same way, we can manage our own personal entropy by embracing the failure and turning that chaos into an opportunity to grow. The next stage in the cycle that's limiting your ability to learn is the pain that's associated with failure. We all know it. The deep crushing feeling you get in your heart when you put all that effort into something for it to just not work out. I get it. The harder you work on something, the worse it feels if it doesn't work out. The reason this happens is that humans receive dopamine based on reward and pleasure. So when expectations of reward aren't met, we get a massive drop in dopamine. It can even hit parts of your brain associated with actual physical pain, making this effect just much worse. I've had this pain hit me over and over and over again. And being honest with you guys, I have failed so badly on some things that I've cried my eyes out. I sat there in bed for several days just not wanting to do anything, embarrassed to talk to my friends or my family about it. And I know a lot of other people have had similar experiences. But the most amount of growth I have ever personally had came from when I didn't let that pain control my actions. No matter the flop, I tried my absolute best to just keep going. This can be the hardest stage in trying to learn or achieve something. See, the pain of failing can actually be related to Newton's third law. Yes, science again. But for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The pain we feel is actually the reaction to the action of failing. However, the reaction doesn't necessarily need to be negative. It can actually help us push forward by using the pain as a motivator to learn, adapt, and just keep trying. We take back the control and the power and the impact that failing has on us. By breaking this cycle of being scared of failure and enduring the pain that it comes with it, you'll start to notice step by step a deeper appreciation for the fact that failure isn't necessarily bad, but instead the catalyst for growth in whatever you are doing. I hope that all of you will at least start to recognize this cycle that might be limiting you from achieving your dreams. And I'll see you all at midnight.